Battlefield 2042 aircraft warfare and dogfighting is epic, thrilling and challenging. The roar of afterburners, the sharp rattle of autocannons, and the scream of missiles streaking through the sky define the exhilarating air combat experience in Battlefield 2042. As soon as players take the pilot seat of a jet or helicopter, they're thrust into high-stakes warfare that rewards quick reflexes, map awareness, and aerial mastery. The sheer sense of speed, verticality, and freedom is unmatched, with dogfights unfolding high above the chaotic battles on the ground. Every moment in the air demands full focus, making aircraft warfare one of the most pulse-pounding aspects of the game. Jets in Battlefield 2042 offer a blistering sense of velocity and power, darting through the sky with a grace and deadliness that can only be described as cinematic. The skill ceiling is high, maneuvering through narrow skyscraper gaps, dodging heat-seeking missiles with flares, and pulling off tight turns to line up the perfect shot all demand practice and precision. The thrill of chasing down an enemy jet across the horizon, engaging in high-speed turns and dives, and finally watching it burst into flames after a perfect missile lock is profoundly satisfying. Dogfighting here isn't just about combat, it's about timing, positioning, and split-second decision-making. Helicopter warfare adds another thrilling layer, especially with the specialized roles of attack and transport choppers. Piloting a gunship like the AH-64 or Ka-520 offers devastating firepower and the opportunity to support ground troops while engaging other aircraft. Hovering low through city streets or over mountain passes, weaving between buildings and raining down rockets makes helicopter battles both cinematic and brutal. At the same time, the vulnerability of helicopters to anti-air fire and other aircraft introduces a constant tension. Mastery means knowing when to engage, when to retreat, and how to use terrain to your advantage. The dogfighting dynamics between jets and helicopters in Battlefield 2042 create a unique combat dance that is both unpredictable and intensely competitive. A single skilled pilot can tip the balance of an entire battle, clearing the skies and offering air dominance to their team. Yet with that power comes the challenge of facing other experienced pilots, each with their own strategies, evasive tricks, and deadly aim. The matchmaking of skill in the skies is a game of chess at 2,000 feet per second, with the added element of raw adrenaline. What makes aircraft warfare in Battlefield 2042 even more epic is the dynamic nature of the maps themselves. From sandstorms in Hourglass to twisters in Renewal, environmental hazards can change the nature of air combat in an instant. Pilots have to constantly adapt, flying blind through debris, using storms to shake off enemy locks, or altering altitude due to new vertical threats. These dynamic weather effects turn dogfights into cinematic set pieces, forcing creative movement and intense adaptation on the fly. Learning to fly in Battlefield 2042 is a journey of trial, error, and eventual domination. The game doesn't hold your hand, and many early pilots find themselves spinning out of control or falling prey to seasoned air veterans. But that's part of the thrill. There's a tangible sense of progression as new players evolve from crash-prone beginners to high-skill aces dominating the skies. Every kill becomes a badge of honor, every survival against overwhelming odds a story worth sharing. The challenge of aircraft warfare extends beyond individual dogfights. Team coordination, especially between air and ground forces, is critical to effective strategy. Pilots who can communicate with teammates, time their attacks with ground pushes, or provide close air support make a real difference. Air dominance isn't about lone wolves, it's about strategic thinking, timing, and knowing your role in a bigger battle. When everything clicks, when a squad coordinates with a pilot to take a point or break an enemy line, it delivers the kind of battlefield moment that defines the series. Despite the epic nature of air combat, Battlefield 2042 doesn't shy away from making it hard. From Stinger missiles and AA vehicles to skilled opponents waiting to punish mistakes, the skies are never safe. That constant pressure, knowing death can come from below, behind, or above, makes every second in the air a test of nerves and instincts. The game forces players to improve, to adapt, and to constantly stay one step ahead, which is part of what makes the air combat feel so rewarding. The customization and specialization of aircraft also enhance the tactical depth. Players can modify loadouts to match different roles, whether it's taking out enemy armor, supporting infantry, or going full anti-air. These choices affect how dogfights play out and how each aircraft feels in battle. A light, nimble fighter jet equipped with cannons and stealth tech plays very differently from a tanky attack chopper with thermal optics and heavy rockets. That variety keeps air combat fresh and diverse across matches. In conclusion, aircraft warfare and dogfighting in Battlefield 2042 embody the essence of modern digital warfare, epic in scale, thrilling in execution, and deeply challenging in practice. It's a mode that rewards dedication, demands skill, and provides moments of breathtaking action that few games can match. Whether weaving through skyscrapers in a jet, hovering above chaos in a chopper, or outmaneuvering an enemy ace in a midair duel, the experience is pure adrenaline. Battlefield 2042 has crafted an airborne battlefield that tests every pilot's mettle. And for those who rise to the challenge, the skies are truly theirs.